welcome to the stream today. As always, I am gripping to life with my strength, but you know, I'm quite tired. But yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. I'll probably draw just only a little bit. I'm completely exhausted today, so I'll probably just do a little bit of drawing. This will probably be a little shorter of a stream just because I am just so exhausted. It was a rough day today, so you know, I will do my best to keep the stream engaged as much as I can. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I never know how to start off streams. Just kind of go hello, welcome, it's happening, you know. But yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. I guess I'll go ahead and go to my... I'll do a little bit of drawing for now, and yeah, I'll just kind of chill and draw. You already know I'm drawing Asterion. I can't help it. I just love Asterion so much. I promise Ghost Mask is not on it's not on hiatus or anything. I've just been, I got burnt out for a while, and doing something more like non-story related was nice. It was kind of a nice refresher, you know. I get to do something that's not just my story. Especially because our block is a pain in the butt, you know. But yeah, when it comes down to Baldur's Gate, I've just really loved the story and the characters, especially Asterion, who I've been drawing a lot of lately. And he's a huge comfort character for me right now. He's very well written, and yeah, I've had a lot of fun. I don't know what I'm doing with the hair right now. Sorry, I'm trying not to mumble too much. I know I sometimes get in the mood where I'm like, oh, blah, 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 blah. No one can hear me, but you know, hopefully you can hear me and enjoy the stream. I am streaming, right? I didn't even check to see if I was streaming. Imagine I was talking to nobody. Awesome. I'm definitely streaming. That's always good news. But yes, welcome. How are these eyes looking? I'm gonna change it a bit. There we go. God, my heart is pounding in my chest right now. I'm about to have a heart attack. Jeez. Turn up the desktop audio just a little bit so you can hear it. Hopefully it's not drying me out. If it is, just yell at me. Be like, what? Don't know how I feel about that. Change it around, kind of raise it up a bit. There we go. Now I'm gonna take this eye and move it over just a little bit. It actually kind of helps having it zoomed out on my other screen, because it actually kind of makes me like see more of the issues with it. God, this poor damaged elf. My God, I've been loving this game lately. I will be doing some more Animax related to it, because it just is a very big comfort for me right now. And like I said, ooh, is that audio getting too loud? Oh gosh, turn it down. There we go. Now is it too quiet? Oh shoot, I don't know. I'm not good with audio. as you can tell, I've had like 15 different videos where the audio cut out, so yeah. Anyway, I really love this game. It's been a very big comfort for me, and so I like sharing that on my channel with you all, mainly because it just makes me really happy, and it's just one more thing that I enjoy doing. You know, I enjoy my story. I enjoy Ghost Mask. I'll always work on Ghost Mask. Don't get me wrong, guys. Ghost Mask ain't going anywhere. But you know, especially after Burnout and having so much like art block and not knowing what videos to do, and I would start a video and then stop it because I didn't like how it was coming out, and it's nice to have like a little bit of a refresher. It's making me inspired to do more videos, so I see it as a win. I know for those of you who are worried this is turning to a Baldur's Gate channel, I promise you it's not. You know, I definitely see the concern though, but I can almost guarantee you it's not going to turn to Baldur's Gate channel. I'll just talk about it and do some like story related stuff to it because I love it so much. This game gives me so much happiness. I'm gonna draw him in his campsite clothes because those are my favorite. What song am I humming? It's not the song I'm playing. Okay. Oh! Oh, where's my drawing? There we go. Dude, I thought I was gonna accidentally show the Google screen. Oh, that would have been bad. Especially because of what ended up popping up. I was like, oh, Asterion fan art. Goodness. Can't show that on stream. Safe search on. Anyway. You know it's bad when you Google a character and half the results are blurred. Not good. It's not a good sign. I'm so paranoid. Okay, there we go. Oh man, I'm not good at drawing stuff like this either. Like the way it like opens up, I don't know why, but my mind can't like comprehend what that is. Like, what is it? Okay, I know it like goes down like a bit, and it has like the these like little thingies right here, which are really cute. And it has like these little ruffles. I like the little ruffles. I have no idea how to draw them though. I mean, I'm kind of just having fun with it. It doesn't need to be perfect. But it like, I know it kind of goes like that. Kind of works, kind of doesn't. I don't know. I mean, it kind of works. Ooh. Asterion, my beloved. You know, I like the other companions, but I'll be real with you. I really like him the best. But it's not even just his character. It's just that I feel like he has so much more depth than some of the other companions. Like, I really like all the companions, right? All the companions are good, but I feel like some of them just don't really have as much going for them in terms of like their personality, in terms of the stakes, in terms of like a lot of other like aspects, you know. Yeah, that was a little bit higher. Yeah, I don't know how to do aging lines very well. I'm very bad at that. I'm trying to get better by drawing him with like age lines because I know he's a bit older. But he's actually pretty young for an elf, so he's not super, super old. He's not like ancient, but yeah, I mean that's looking okay, I think. It's just a cute little staring doodle. Like I said, there we go. Kind of type random stuff. I don't ever actually name anything important. Unfortunately, so I lose a lot of my drawings. In fact, I'm pretty sure I saved that in the wrong folder. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Gosh, my heart is pounding so badly. I feel like I'm gonna die. This is what happens when I stream. I start to like get heart palpitations and all the nervousness comes out, and it's like, oh my god, I'm dying. Not really though. What song is playing? I should probably check that like before I let it start playing, but I think I should have just the same kind of music playing. Alright, I'm okay with that. That makes me feel like I'm drifting off to sleep though, which I'm already so tired. I will have a little short video coming out tomorrow. It's not a long video, don't get me wrong. It's pretty short, and it is Baldur's Gate related, but it's, you know, it's just a fun little video for now while I continue to try to get caught up on everything. Because like I said, burnout, and you already know about the burnout. We don't talk about burnout. No, yeah, it's been rough, but I feel like Baldur's Gate has kind of ignited a lot of my love for drawing that I used to not have. After getting burnt out, I was like, I just didn't want to draw for a while. And I feel like I'm finally getting back into the groove of things, so I will take it. I will take this change and run with it, because it's been so long since I've actually cared about drawing or had an interest in doing it. And, you know, that's really sad. I love drawing. I don't want to make myself burnt out. But, you know, it is what it is. Cute little vampire boy. I'm just gonna do like some simple shading on this, honestly. Just something simple. Nothing too fancy schmancy. I could render, but I mean, who wants to actually render? I don't believe anyone really does. There's some artists who love to render. I just, you know, I like it until I'm like 3 hours into the drawing, because rendering takes me forever. It takes me forever to get it to the point where I like it. And so, you know, when it comes to rendering, I am always okay with doing just a very minimal amount of rendering, mainly because it just takes just forever. And then it starts to feel like I'm overdoing it a bit. Like, it starts to get to the point where I'm like, oh my god, like I am absolutely overdoing it. But yeah. So I'm gonna try to work on another like main video soon. I think that's my next scene is gonna definitely be Ghost Mask related, because I still owe y'all a Ghost Mask animatic, and it just, like, I know if I don't do it soon, I don't want to lose everyone. So there's been a lot of pressure, and I'm like, oh gosh. But yeah, I will try my best to go ahead and do that, you know. But yeah, I will try my best to get that done and get it worked on, because I'm looking at, it's just so depressing. Like, I feel like I have not put anything in so long. Burnout sucks so badly. Burnout is so unfun. Hopefully people are still enjoying my channel and enjoying the shorts I do put out on occasion. Like, I don't always put out shorts either, and part of it's burnout, of course, and part of it's just like, you know, what do you say? Some art block, some burnout. Honestly, sometimes I just don't know what to make. I don't know what drawing to do, what kind of video to make. And I mean, that can happen a lot too, so, you know, it is what it is. Definitely something to think about is that I want to try drawing some more soon for my channel, and like more Ghost Mask related stuff as well, because I honestly just put together a really like nice little fun Baldur's Gate 3 animatic, and you know, it's cute. I think it's just a nice little video. It's nothing super special, so it's, you know, just one of those things to kind of put out for now, and then I'm gonna continue working on more like Ghost Mask related stuff. Oh, what am I doing here? I don't know if I like that. I actually don't even know if I like this part of the drawing, if I'm being honest. I was looking at it from afar and I was like, should I add anything? I don't know. Did I make it look worse? What if I radial blur it? Does it look good? You know, I don't mind the red tinge. Some of it needs to get a little fixed up. But you know what? I actually like that. I like the red tinge. Tint? Yeah, I like that. That's cool. And then, you know what I could also do? I could just add white and to the eyes. That, I think, I really like that. I think that looks really good. Is it going too far if I do this? Oh, but that looks so good. I kind of like that. I think I really like that. I'm surprised. I was not expecting that I like this doodle so much. But yeah, I actually really like how that came out. Some nice stuff. Some stuff to think about. In any case though, I'm gonna work on that, and yeah, dude, I got to work on a video. I gotta find a video to get done. But where do I start? One of the best things I can do is just listen to music, and that's one of the best things I can do to be able to sorry, I'm blanking. I had a long day. But no, listening to music gives me a lot of inspiration to make videos. It's one of the reasons I make animatics, is because I visualize a lot of them in my head. But I'm really nervous because I don't know what to make next, and I'm still kind of stuck on a video idea, but I know I want it to be Ghost Mask related. There is a couple of videos I do have ready. The only problem is I didn't want to upload them because I just didn't like how they turned out. And I've been sitting on them for a while, and I'm like, I mean, I might as well show someone, right? It's hard. I don't know. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's difficult to know because I don't know what I'm really proud of and what I'm not. And making videos is a blessing and a curse. Hello, welcome to the stream. I just finished up a little doodle. A little vampire boy doodle. But hello, welcome to the stream. Right now I'm in the middle of thinking about video ideas, kind of brainstorming, kind of thinking like, what's my next Ghost Mask idea? I'm still working on it, but you know, It is what it is. Man, I should really have a script ready. I'm so bad at non-scripted interactions. It just does not bode well with me, but I do my best. But yeah, I'm trying to brainstorm some more video ideas. I know I want to do the song Kryptonite at one point. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I mean, if I have the idea, I might as well do it now, you know, because I feel like I've had such a bad art block with videos too that I just don't really have a whole lot to really fall back on. And so I feel like any idea I get, I should probably go with. Just try not to burn myself out again. But I am going to try to work on videos. I know there's a lot of videos I want to do. There's a lot of ideas that I have, but right. I mean, Riley, you know, his evil is kind of similar to that of Rose, but he really just likes the act of being evil, and Rose kind of looks at him like, you know, we actually have business to do here. Like, she's still kind of on the business side of things at times, and Riley's just kind of being like ridiculous as always. I was actually hoping people saw the parallel between Carter falling off the building when they died, and then the parallel between them getting pushed out of the fire building in cradles. I was hoping that reference was clear, because I thought it was clever at the time. I was proud of myself for putting like the connection there. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, Riley's a fun character. I need to put him in another animatic as well, but I've been brainstorming, and like I said, I'm really having a hard time knowing which video idea I'm gonna do. I have some ideas, and then some of them I don't like, and some of them I'm like, I don't even think I have the skill for that, but I could try, you know, stuff like that. And that's kind of what a lot of my dilemma is besides art block. I know for a fact that I'm going to start on a video tomorrow. I just don't know quite what I'm going to do exactly. I've been listening to a lot of Hamilton again. A lot of good stuff there, not gonna lie. Really good, some good inspiration. For sure. Musicals always have a lot of good inspiration for animatics, because the characters are talking, and they're already talking while they sing, so they're kind of telling you what's going on directly, and it gives a lot of potential for your characters to be the ones singing and explaining what's going on around them. You know, I'd love to do a musical sort of thing one day with my characters. If Ghost Mask ever became like a cartoon or something, man, that would be fun. But I know it's not gonna happen. But if it did, then there's definitely a lot I would want to put in there. There's definitely a lot of like musical stuff. Oh my god, excuse me. I'm so sleepy. I'm yawning. But for the most part, yeah, Hamilton's a great contender for some songs for sure, especially with Rose. Oh my goodness, I have some songs ready for her for sure. It's all a matter of how am I gonna do it, and do I have the ability to do it, and will it be as good visualized in my head as I can draw it? And the answer is always going to be no to that. Because visual memory is just different completely from your own skill. And so for my skill, I know for a fact I would struggle with animating so many of the scenes I want to animate. But I do try. Occasionally I'll push myself and give a bit more like oomph to it, you know? And yeah. But for the most part, I'm still brainstorming. Like I said, there's still a lot I want to get done. There's a lot that I want to plan ahead on, again, because, you know, it just has been so long since I really worked on a video, and I want to actually work on one again. There's also a couple animatics with Mantis and his past life that I wanted to do, because his past life is a very interesting character. I haven't given his past life an official name yet, I don't think, but I kind of want it to be revealed like toward the end of the story. Like, I think it'd be kind of nice to just Mantis have just like this past life that he has, and like, basically this past life's always talking to him and his dreams and stuff, and sometimes he'll like talk to him during something happening and stuff like that. You're not wrong. I will say part of it could definitely be connected, but I won't give it too much away. But you're on the right track a bit with his death. I don't think I've ever actually shown how Mantis died, and I think I'll keep that a bit of a save for now. But yeah, I'll say this. I don't think I've revealed exactly everyone's deaths, besides like mainly obviously Ray and Isaac. Perry, she also died in a car accident. She drove off a cliff. I mean, not, we could get back to why that happened because there's a specific reason it happened. But yeah, unfortunately for Perry, I actually hinted at that in my hip meme, like way back when. What was that? A year ago. It was in my remake I hinted at. Yeah, it was in the remake. I actually didn't hate how that turned out. I actually still kind of like that. I like the colors. The colors are really good. But yeah, there's definitely a lot that intertwingles and intermingles. Intertwinkles? What does that mean? There's a lot that connects in terms of the ghost deaths. I'll say that. I'll keep it at that. God, I need to change this just chatting screen. The drawing looks awful. Ugh. It's the bad thing about improving is once you start looking back at your old art, you're just like, puking. But yeah, almost everyone's deaths are connected. I'll say that. And a lot of them have patterns and reasons, they're there and stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah, I did put that one in, didn't I? I'm trying to look to see if I will end up uploading some of the other videos, because I kind of put some of the unfinished ones in a compilation, but I do have a couple videos that I haven't uploaded because I felt like they just kind of were too cringy after I made them. I was like, is anyone gonna really like this? That's kind of how I am sometimes. I get really embarrassed very easily. I think I added the slap the cup video to the whip. Yeah, it was a really not like rush, but it was a really rough animatic that I did really quickly. I swear I wasn't trying to rush it, but it was a long time ago that I made that. Some of this I haven't even uploaded on YouTube yet, come to think of it. Interesting. Some of it will never see the light of day. Gosh, it's hard. There's so many videos I make where I want to upload them, but, I will upload the Baldur's Gate 3 video tomorrow. It's not Ghost Mask related, but it is still a video, and I will, like I said, continue to work on Ghost Mask. Dirthier has a lot against Zach that he doesn't like. Like the way he rules, the way he essentially kind of trapped Dirthier in the situation he's in. And he basically kind of has to follow Zach. And he doesn't really get a whole lot of freedom in that choice because of threats or consequences. Not necessarily at him from Zach, but Rose, essentially is like, you're not going anywhere. If anything, she's the one spouting the threats out, And so it's a slippery slope. There's a lot that Dirthier doesn't like about Zach. Like I said, the big one is, the fact that he feels like he can't leave. He's constantly threatened by Rose and stuff to stay. A lot of the stuff with the laser machines he had to basically do. He was forced to do it, and he didn't always like it. They essentially used him with his own intelligence, essentially. And so that, Dorothea's not a huge fan of that, and I don't really blame him, because I wouldn't be either. It's pretty demeaning to have to basically be forced to do something like that, you know, when you don't want to. So that's a huge reason why Dorothea does not like Zach. He, you know, and he does continue to work there. He does continue to stay. I think eventually he kind of gets comfortable with the situation enough to where he's like, he just decides, you know, I might as well continue working here, you know, because they do get paid. I mean, it is a job, you know, they do get paid, they do get money. A lot of their money comes from people sponsoring the program and organization because they think it's actually a good program. And a lot of it's also scam money because they basically are scamming people. Oh, absolutely. Rose does not like Ray whatsoever. There's a lot of reasons for that, but no, Rose hates Ray. Of all the people she likes to mess with, Ray is one of them. When they actually, there's a part where I wanted them all to go to Rose's, her main, what's it called? Her main base. I wanted them to all go there and have some special interactions with Rose directly because it's just so scary, dude. But yeah, no, there's some really good stuff there. For sure. There's definitely some fun interactions that I have planned. Rose is not a fan of Ray. Mainly because Zach is just kind of like, he's doing this, a lot of what he does for Ray, and she kind of gets a bit jealous of that. She doesn't like that Ray's constantly taking up his attention. It's a weird, toxic mess, essentially. It's a lot. You know, it's not necessarily love as much as it's like she's very possessive of Zach because she just like is on, like his second in command, essentially, besides Dorothea. So she takes up a lot of that control. She's very controlling. Man, I have a lot. Gosh, I'm trying to find a song for Rose because I want to make an Animac about her so badly, but I'm just trying to find a good song. It's just hard. A lot of the covers of certain Disney songs I really like, but I'm a little afraid of copyright, so unfortunate. I will have to be very careful with that. But yeah, there's a lot that I really like about Rose's character. She has so much crazy crap going down. And her interactions with Ray are pretty good. I may have to sneak peek some of the planned ones that I have, because they just are that interesting. I really can't wait to show Zach and Ray's reactions to each other after all these years of them being apart. I really cannot wait. I think it's going to be so fun, and it's going to be heartbreaking at the same time. That's one of my favorite parts about playing out Ghost Mask, is like, I know what happens. I know what mostly happens. Right. She would. She'd be using his picture on the dartboard, essentially. That's a Rose thing she would do. She'd start slashing at it when she gets angry. Yeah, no, she would 100% do that. That's very chaotic evil. Yeah. If Rose isn't chaotic evil, I don't know what is. She's just, oh my gosh. Rose is something else. Right. Rose is absolutely terrifying. Oh my god, that audio looks like it's getting really loud. Hang on. Okay. Hopefully it's not too loud. But yeah, no, Rose is she's something. I really need to figure out what song I want her to be in next, and what Animac to have her in, because like I said, I want to do more stuff with her. I just don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but you know, I will see. I'll keep planning, keep brainstorming, and I'm very excited for that. So my next video is definitely gonna be Ghost Mask. I promise. It's not gonna be Baldur's Gate 3. I am gonna work on more Baldur's Gate 3 stuff though, because I absolutely have to animate the song I Want to Live, because there's no way that's not an Astarion song. There's no way it's not. Okay, it's Astarion. It's Astarion core. Astarion, I guess, technically. I call him Astarion. I don't know, Astarion. It's hard to say. And I feel like he would be the kind of character that, like, if you say his name wrong, he's gonna be like, it's Astarion. And it would be really funny to just constantly call him the wrong name. But I also feel so bad for him. He has such a tragic backstory. I thought about it. My characters must hate me. I've given them all, like, the worst backstories imaginable. I'm sorry, my ghosties. They all have so much torture, dude. Oh, for sure. Either Rey and Mantis or Rey and Zack for sure. But I think Rey and Mantis would be nice because I really like their dynamic. They have such a good, close friendship. It's very sweet. They're very protective of each other. As you can see in the Sentries animatic, Rey is incredibly protective of Mantis. He really is. They're very close. And so I love portraying anything with Rey and Mantis. It's always fun. And they haven't really had their own animatic in a while since Sentries, it looks like. I don't think... I mean, yeah, they haven't really had very many interactions since then. So I think I'm definitely going to have to do that soon. Sooner than later, for sure. Very exciting. I can't wait. I may just break down and just go ahead and do Kryptonite because I feel like Kryptonite is... Like I said, I had the idea before already, and I think it would be nice. Oh my god, I still got pictures of Astarion pulled up in the other tab. It makes me laugh every time I see it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I showed I showed the drawing on stream. But yeah, I definitely is going to be a close contender. Is either Kryptonite or something else. But I need a song. I need a song to animate to. I just don't have anything planned right now. And so it would be really awesome if I could get started on that. Probably by tomorrow, I'm definitely going to start on it. Because I really do miss making Animax, and I think I'm finally ready to start working at one again, and putting some time into it to get back on schedule. So yeah, especially I did just make a short animatic, but it's like only like the video tomorrow is only like 14 seconds. It's a very short animatic. I wouldn't expect too much from it. It's just a fun little Baldur's Gate 3 animatic, because I love the game and I had to make something related to it. And I also really like how it came out. It's actually got some animation. I actually did animate it a little bit, so I'm really excited. But it's it's not gonna become a Baldur's Gate 3 channel. Don't worry. It's just gonna be it's still gonna be Ghost Mask mostly, with maybe some occasional Baldur's Gate 3 stuff sprinkled in. Like I might do some shorts related to it for the fun of it, honestly. But yeah, no, Mantis and Rey definitely need an animatic together soon. They definitely need an animation together. Rose is overdue greatly for an animatic, so it's gonna be either those two character dynamics. I think it's either gonna be Rose and someone from her past, or maybe Zack even, or it's gonna be Rey and Mantis. I think Rey and Zack already have so many interactions with each other in other animatics in their past and stuff that like I have Life Itself. I have Enemy. I have Ghost, Villain. I got a lot going on there. I could see that. It would have to, with part 2, that focuses a bit on when Zack leaves for a bit to kind of like clear his head and realize like what is he doing here? Like why is he doing this? I think I was actually thinking about that today. I framed it as like him leaving because he actually wanted to start a music career, but I don't think that's where I really want to take it exactly. I think he just ends up accidentally becoming in a band, and it's like a funny little like thing, and he meets this girl, but he doesn't end up actually really liking the girl after a while. They end up kind of breaking up and not really doing anything after that, and yeah, they ended up where's music? There we go. But yeah, no, he ends up like coming back, and I think about that time is where shoot, I lost my train of thought again. But that's about where Zack kills Rey in the timeline when he gets back from his trip. So I mean, and you listen to the lyrics too of Other Side of Paradise, and it's perfectly a Zack and Ray song, in my opinion. It's 100% their song, but, you know, it's like, it's not quite exactly what's going on. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to kind of work around it. Because a lot of people will use animatic songs, and they won't exactly be, exactly, the lyrics are not always going to line up. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes the genders are swapped, sometimes the lyrics don't really make any sense for the thing. Why is my music so loud again? Jeez. Calm it down, unicorn heads. You guys are too loud. Or is the music too quiet? I can never tell. Sometimes I listen back to my stream, I'm like, wow, the music, I can't hear it at all. And then sometimes I'm like, man, it is so loud. How could anyone hear me? The joys of audio. But in any case, The Other Side of Paradise is 100% Zack and Ray song. I will always stand on that, even if the lyrics don't perfectly match their relationship together, because, I mean, it's complicated enough as it is. I don't think a song's ever going to fully fit it. Kryptonite fits Mantis and Ray pretty well, though, so, I mean, there's that. And then, what song was perfect? Devil Like Me. Oh my god, that song is so perfect for them, dude. Oh, I love Devil Like Me. That's still one of my favorite videos I've done. I love that video. I spent so long on that video. I loved how it came out. Oh man, I love that video. I seen Agnes got a couple of extra views. I was like, where did that even come from? That video hasn't been recommended in like years. But, you know, it is what it is. Agnes, just stop and take a minute. That's such a good song. I love Agnes. You can see that I have a lot of Glass Animals songs in my library. I absolutely love Glass Animals. I will 100% stand on it that Glass Animals is my favorite band of all time. I would play it on stream if I wasn't worried about getting copyrighted. I know 100% they're going to copyright me. I don't know if it's fair use if it's on a stream or not, though, because I've heard some creators don't have any issues, and then some do, and I'm just like, I don't want to risk my channel getting taken down, you know? So I just use the YouTube music now. I had the other royalty-free music, but then there's too many ads now, and it's like, then the ads played during my stream. It ruins the music. I just can't have that happen again. It would be easy if I could make my own music for my streams, but I have no idea where to even start. I mean, I think I want to try making my own music someday. I could definitely love singing. Like, I love singing. I could do the vocals of something. I just can't do, like, the instruments because I knew clarinet for, like, a year. I was third chair. I was almost top of my class in clarinet. And I have a piano, but I don't hardly use it, mainly because there's just so many other things I gotta do in the day and stuff. So yeah, for sure. Absolutely, gotta do Kryptonite next, I think. I think I might vote on Kryptonite, honestly. I don't know how long I'll end up making the video, because, like, I want to make longer videos again, but I just don't know how long I'll end up making it in terms of like the story and stuff. So we'll see. I'll probably start animating it and like kind of visualize what part of the song I want to do the most with the lyrics, and I'll see how that goes. I wonder why we have choruses in a song. Like, why is there a chorus? Why does it have to repeat, I wonder? Does that make any sense to anyone else? Does it have to repeat? I don't know. I feel like that's a little silly when you actually think about it for a little bit longer. Right. Well, the firefighter, to be fair, no, it was his mom that pushed him out of the window. She wanted him to live. Originally, I wasn't going to have Carter's mom die that way, but as you guys may have seen, the AMAC is implied that she dies in the house fire. And she pushes Carter out to save him. So, yeah, it is pretty tragic. Very sad story. I didn't show it at the end, but his dad does get out, and his dad is, like, outside. I didn't show that part. I should have added, like, an extra frame or two of that, but his dad actually does get out of the house as well, and after that's just his dad and Carter. And, yeah, the firefighter is very, very sad. I had to learn how to draw a firefighter uniform for that video, by the way. I was like, I don't know how to draw a firefighter. I've never done that, but it's a very sad story. The mom, she died a very sad death, unfortunately. I think his mom's name is Ava, I believe. I think her name is Ava. And so she unfortunately perished in the fire. I think she's like 28 or 29 at that point in the story, so she's pretty young. Like, when Carter dies, they're like 23, so they're not even that much. Oh, it's trippy to think about it that way, but that's technically how it is. Ghosts don't age in the afterlife. So actually a similar thing happened with Ray and his sister Ophelia. So Ray, when he was 23, he died as well, and his sister Ophelia was only like 9 at the time. But when she ends up dying, she's actually older than Ray, even though she was technically younger when he was alive. It's really, really trippy to think about. It's kind of like Interstellar, you know? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like Interstellar, if you think about it, but in a different way. It's not like time is different now. It's just that, you know, once you die at the age you die of, that's the age you are forever. You know, you don't age anymore from that. So anyone else who's still alive will move on. Just like Isaac has a twin brother. His name is Anthony. But, you know, Isaac died and then Anthony grew up to be way older than him. And that's just how it is. They're not the same age anymore, you know. It is, you know, that's usually how it is. That's how it is in real life too, technically. I mean, technically speaking, that's how it is. But it is a little bit trippy to think about, for sure. It's like, man, time is so weird the way that works. But some food for thought, for sure. Food for thought. But yeah, the house fire, I had that planned out. There's actually another thing about fire that is part of Carter's theme. I have fire being a huge part of their theme. Anything burning, fire, heat in general. Oh, for sure. I mean, there's phantoms who are only like 20 and they're like thousands of years old, and technically they're like 1,000 years of ghost and phantom. So yeah, for sure. There's some weird overlaps with age. It's definitely not like strictly linear if you think about it. I mean, I guess it technically is. There's also a part of the story that time actually runs differently. It's actually a part of the story that gets brought up towards the middle of the story when something really, really bad happens to Ray. And I can't wait to show you guys that, because I think it's going to be very heartbreaking, but it will be very interesting nonetheless. But yeah, there's a part of the afterlife where time runs differently. And it's not the wormhole. Surprisingly, it's not the wormhole, but it is related to the wormhole. I may talk about that soon. I may keep it a secret. I will think on it more because it's a fairly newer idea for my story. And I don't want to give up too much, but I don't want to leave you guys in the dark too much either. And for this part of the story is so interesting. I really love how I wrote it, and I'm really happy with how it came out in terms of like the character that they'll see in this place and stuff like that. But yeah, there is a part of the afterlife where time runs completely differently. Very, very fun stuff to think about. Very trippy. I don't know a whole lot about wormholes in general. I'm trying to research them to help fit my story. But the wormhole, I'll just say this is very, very peculiar. There's a lot of pockets in the wormhole. So I'll say that, and I'll probably leave it at that. Yeah, very, very interesting stuff. I cannot wait to show you guys. Some of it even blows my mind. Like, some of it's like, man, I don't understand how this works in the story, but I'm going to try my best to explain it. So I'm not good at space stuff, you know, space and physics and time, space continuums. Like, what is that? You know what I mean? What is that? I don't know what that is. It's very confusing. Nonetheless, very fun stuff. I also recently made a new character that will come up shortly thereafter, when we find about this event with this, you know, area of time that's different. And yeah, there's a character related to it as well. And that character is related to a main character that we know. Yay! it's all intertwining. It's all coming together. I'm very excited. You know, I may not have been doing animatics for a while, but, you know, I do still plan out the story every day. I do still think about it every day. I'm still constantly thinking about it, drawing for it, writing for it, all that stuff. So I promise you, Ghost Mask will never be forgotten. It will never go behind. You know, I will take breaks from it now and then, like I have been doing, but I am more pumped than ever to continue drawing for it. And I do plan on making that animatic. I might just end up going with Kryptonite, honestly. It's a very good song. And I think it's really nice to show a bit of Ray's kind of unstableness with his powers. Like, Ray's a good character with a good heart who has kind of an unhealthy relationship with his soul power because he's so obsessed with it. He's constantly using it. He doesn't really want to stop using it. He doesn't want to become less powerful. And it kind of gives him a little bit of a power trip. And I like that dynamic. I think it's interesting for his character because he's a good guy with his own, like, limits that, you know, if you give anyone too much power, they'll be a completely different person. So I'm going to explore that a bit in the animatic, I think. So the stuff about the wormhole is very interesting. You know, the fandoms know about the wormhole, but there have been pockets in the wormhole for a long time anyway. Like, the wormhole naturally isn't like a full wormhole. It's got pockets. It's got, like, crevices that are open. You might get lost in, essentially. And so, I mean, they do know about it, but they don't, like, a lot of people don't grasp what the wormhole exactly is, you know? Even in, like, the research of ghosts and stuff, even the ghosts themselves don't really know what it is. Like, even though they've been there for thousands of years, technology still took a while to catch up. You know what I mean? Like, they still eventually, like, the first ghosts were still, like, essentially, humans with simple tools. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't have computers. Like, the ghosts had to figure out all that themselves as well. And eventually, it got to the point where they, were bringing in that information to the afterlife. Like, a genius person would die, and they'd then go to the afterlife and then talk about their mathematical genius, you know, and ghosts would study that and stuff. So yes, they did get a bit ahead in technology, but they didn't get so far ahead that, like, they're completely futuristic. I'd say the flying cars is the most futuristic part of it. I mean, I do actually have, one of the first ghosts. I've talked about him, Armathius. He is by far one of the strongest ghosts in the entire, like, world, galaxy, essentially. In terms of the power, I mean, they're not gods necessarily, but they are incredibly powerful. To the point where they literally can flick their wrist and they can, like, move trees, dozens of trees at a time. They essentially could rip up the earth if they wanted to. But a lot of phantoms are very chill people. They speak very slowly. They've got a lot of memories. They've got over 100,000 worth of memories, some of them. Some of them have been there for thousands of years. And so their memory is compacted. They essentially literally have so many memories that it's hard for them to speak. And so they speak very slowly, very methodically, almost like a dragon would, you know. I would say of all the beings, they're very much like dragons. Like, they're very slow, they're very intelligent, they know so much about the universe and so much about the world, but they still don't know everything. And part of the pockets in the wormhole are something that will come up that is spoken about, but not every ghost will still know about, because there's only a handful of ghosts that will actually experience it. So, but yeah, very, very interesting stuff. Lots of stuff to think about with phantoms. I really want to do something with Armathius and Animatic, but I have to find a good song for him. I haven't really found anything yet. But I love Armathius. I love his design. He's such a cool character. His soul animal is a snake. And snakes are typically used in villain people, but I love snakes. And I think they're really beautiful creatures, and I honestly don't think they have to always be associated with villains. So Armathius is not a villain. He he has the theme of green and snakes, but he's a good guy. And I like that. I think it's a nice turn, you know, it's a nice turn of events. Oh yeah, for sure. There's some phantoms that support Souls of Paradise, but there's also plenty of phantoms that also don't really know about it, nor would they actually care for it if they actually found out. So, you know, it's a slippery slope, but for sure, phantoms, by far, like, a lot of them don't really care about stuff like that. A lot of them are like, I've been here for thousands of years, I don't really care what happens next. Like, because they've already experienced all of the afterlife. They've experienced everything they could. A lot of them are bored. A lot of them don't want to be there anymore. A lot of them kind of are tired and just sleep all day because they genuinely just are not sure what to do with their existence anymore. So, you know, there's some phantoms that would be on their side to help. Then there's some phantoms that are like, man, I'm tired. I've been here for 1,000 years. I'm done with this. Like, they've traveled all across the galaxy. They've traveled through all the different planets, and, you know, they're not exactly like itching for a new adventure or anything like that. They're pretty tired. So, but there are some phantoms that care, of course. There are some, like Armathius. He does care about the cause a bit. Though he doesn't care a whole lot compared to like Ray and the others, because he's, like I said, he's already lived his afterlife. He's already enjoyed as much of it as he wants. Some of the phantoms even support it because they are kind of tired of the afterlife as well. That's kind of a huge reason why Zack got some phantoms on his side, was because even they're like, wow, you know, this sounds like a good idea, you know. So I haven't designed the phantoms that will be supporting Zack. I haven't really designed their characters. I have kind of archetypes for them ready, but I don't really have their characters like created yet or anything. So I will start working on that soon. And then, like I said, I'm going to start working on AMAC tomorrow probably, because I'm worn out today. I don't know if I can do it today, but I will work on it tomorrow and start working on Ghost Mask again. And I am very excited to see what happens next. So yeah, I will go ahead and wrap up because it has been about an hour, and I've got some other stuff I've got to get done tonight. But like I said, I will have a small video tomorrow, just a short little Baldur's Gate video, just nice little fun video with Gale. I love Gale. He's a funny character. And then the next video will be Ghost Mask related. Depending on what happens, it'll likely be Kryptonite. But if not, if I find another idea, if I find something better, I might do that first and then do Kryptonite. But I'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll go ahead and wrap up for now. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video. I'm gonna work on some more shorts. Gonna keep working on some long animatics, and I can't wait to finally have a new video for once in a while. Like, actually be an animatic and actually be like one of my original animatics. So I'm very excited for that. But thank you all again for watching and coming to the stream. I am a wee bit tired, so I will wrap up. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow with a new video. And I hope you guys have a good night. And I'll see you next stream and tomorrow with a new video. So bye. Have a good night.